Liam Carter lived alone on the edge of New Earth's forest. The colony was small, quiet, and far from Earth. He was an engineer, a fixer of broken things. He liked machines more than people. Machines didn't lie. Machines didn't hurt feelings. They just worked, or didn't. His house was simple, solar-powered, strong, and full of tools. Every day, settlers from nearby farms came to him with machines needing repair. Old tractors, drones, power cells. Liam fixed them all. One night, while working on a broken generator, he saw something strange in the sky. A bright streak of fire cut through the dark clouds. It wasn't a meteor. It was too fast, too controlled. It roared overhead and crashed deep in the forest. Liam didn't wait. He grabbed his toolkit, put on his jacket, and jumped onto his hoverbike. Could be a ship, he muttered. Could be someone alive in there. He drove fast, trees rushing by on both sides. After 15 minutes, he reached the crash site. Smoke rose from a broken alien vessel, glowing with strange lights. The metal was sharp, black, and covered in symbols he didn't understand. A faint sound came from inside, weak and desperate. Liam rushed in. Inside the wreckage, sparks flew. A panel exploded near him. He ducked and kept going. At the back, he saw her. An alien woman, tall and strong, lay pinned under a heavy beam. Her armor was cracked. Her breathing was slow. Her purple skin shimmered in the dim light, and her silver eyes opened just a little. "Don't move," Liam said gently. "I'm here to help." The alien blinked, confused. "Human?" she whispered. "Why?" He didn't answer. He just got to work. Liam used his tools to cut the beam and lift it away. Her leg was twisted. He saw sparks on her chest armor. It was connected to some kind of life support. He opened a panel and found a damaged power core. "This is why you're fading," he said. "Let me fix it." The alien didn't fight him. She was too weak. She watched as the human worked fast, hands steady and focused. In 10 minutes, the power core hummed again, and her breathing grew stronger. When he looked up, she was staring at him. "You helped me," she said. Her voice was stronger now. Liam shrugged. "Yeah, would have been rude not to." She tried to sit up, but winced in pain. "Don't move too much," he said. "You're hurt." "I am Zura, warrior of the Valari Empire. Nice to meet you, Zura. I'm Liam, mechanic of New Earth." Zura looked confused. "You saved me, but we are strangers? Why?" Liam smiled. "Humans don't need a reason to help. That's just what we do." She looked at him like he had said something impossible. Liam brought Zura back to his home. Her wounds were not too bad, but she couldn't walk well. He set up a bed for her in his workshop, gave her food, and let her rest. At first, she said little. She watched him as he worked on machines, cooked food, and even talked to himself sometimes. She had never met someone like him. Valari warriors were serious, strict, and full of pride. Liam was calm, simple, and honest. He made her laugh once, by accident. He dropped a wrench on his foot and shouted, "Ow! Dumb tool!" Zura chuckled. "You fight machines?" "Every day," Liam replied with a grin. "They usually win." Day by day, Zura grew stronger. She started asking questions. "Why do you live alone?" "I like the peace. People are messy. You are kind, but not weak. That is strange." Liam raised an eyebrow. "Thanks, I think." One evening, as the sun set, Zura stood outside looking at the stars. Liam joined her. She said, "In my world, kindness is seen as soft, weak. And in mine," Liam said, "kindness is strength. It means you choose to care. That takes courage." Zura looked at him in silence for a moment. Then she said, "Your ways are strange, but I like them." Liam didn't know what to say. He just nodded. Weeks passed. Zora began helping him in the workshop. She learned fast. She was strong, smart, and proud, but also curious. She wanted to know everything about Earthways, about humans, about him. One morning she asked, "Do humans choose their mates?" "Yeah," Liam said. "We fall in love, then we ask. It's not forced. And if the other says no, then we respect it. Love must be mutual." She nodded slowly. Strange, but fair. That evening after dinner, she asked a question. That shocked him. She looked him in the eyes and said clearly, "What do I need to do to marry you, human?" Liam almost dropped his spoon. "Wait, what?" Zora didn't smile. She wasn't joking. "I like you. You saved me. You are strong. In your way, I feel something different when I am near you." Liam blinked. "Are you serious?" "I would not joke about bonding, not in my culture." He looked at her stunned. "Zora, we're not even the same species." "Is that a problem?" she asked softly. He didn't know what to say. He felt something too, something warm and real. But was it love, or just the bond of survival? "I need time to think," Liam said honestly. Zora nodded. "I will wait, but I do not change my heart." That night, Liam lay awake, staring at the ceiling. His heart beat faster than usual. The alien warrior he saved might have just proposed to him. Zora could not sleep that night. She sat outside Liam's house, staring up at the stars. The cool wind touched her face, but she didn't notice. Her thoughts were full of questions. Why did her heart beat faster when Liam smiled? Why did his voice calm her? And why had she just asked him to marry her? Valerie warriors did not act without purpose, but her emotions were becoming stronger each day. Liam had saved her, cared for her, spoke gently, listened. He treated her not as a tool or a soldier, but as a person. Zora felt something deep and strange, something she had never been taught to feel. Inside, Liam also couldn't sleep. He paced the small kitchen, drinking cold tea and thinking hard. "She wants to marry me?" he whispered to himself. "She's an alien, a warrior. I fix tractors. What is happening?" He remembered her serious eyes, the way she spoke, and how she had sat with him during his fever last week. She hadn't left his side for 2 days. She didn't even understand human feelings, but she stayed. Was it love or just honor? The next morning, Liam found Zora fixing a broken drone. She had taken it apart perfectly and was rebuilding it faster than most mechanics. "You learn fast," he said. "You teach clearly," she answered. They worked together for hours, not saying much, but the silence was peaceful. It was the kind of silence where both people felt comfortable. At lunch, Zora asked again, "Have you thought about my question?" Liam looked at her, serious. "Zora, I like you, a lot, but humans don't decide marriage so quickly." "Why not?" "Because love needs time. We spend time together, we learn about each other, and then we decide. It's not just about a moment." Zora nodded. "Valerie bond through action, not words. You saved me. You gave me food, shelter, time. That means more than years of talking." Liam smiled. "Well, humans talk a lot." Zora looked confused. "You confuse me." "How so?" "You are not strong like Valerie's soldiers. You do not fight, yet you are brave. You show kindness, but are not weak. You fix things, but also fix people. You joke when others would be angry. You are strange, but I like strange." Liam blushed. He turned away and said, "Strange is just normal with better lighting." Over the next few days, Zora began acting differently. She helped Liam more than ever before. She hunted food for him, repaired parts of his roof, and even built a defense turret on top of the house. just in case wild animals attacked. She also began practicing Earth customs. She tried smiling more. She tried human greetings like waving. Once she even tried baking cookies. They turned out hard as rocks, but Liam still ate one and said, "Delicious." Zura noticed that humans laughed even when things went wrong. This was new to her. She began to smile more too, especially around Liam. One night she asked, "Is there a human test for marriage?" "Well, not exactly," Liam said, "but meeting the other person's family is a big deal, showing trust. Sharing life, sometimes a ring is given." "Ring?" He took off a metal washer from a broken pipe and showed her. "It's a symbol, a circle, no end. It means forever." Zura took the washer and looked at it seriously. "Then I will find a better ring," she said softly. One evening, a storm came over New Earth. Thunder shook the trees. Heavy rain slammed the windows. The power blinked off, and Liam grabbed a lantern. Zura stood by the window, tense. "We are safe here," Liam said. "I do not fear storms," she replied. "I fear confusion." "About me?" She nodded. "Yes, about what I feel. Valeri are not trained for love. We bond by duty. But I do not feel duty with you. I feel peace. I feel something when I look at you." Liam walked closer. "Zura, I feel something too. I never thought I'd care for someone again. Not after what happened on Earth." She looked up. "What happened?" Liam sighed. "I lost someone. Years ago. In the war with the Keth, I didn't think I'd ever open my heart again." Zura touched his hand gently. Her fingers were rough but warm. "You opened it for me." He nodded. "Maybe I did." The storm passed, and the next morning was bright and clear. Birds sang. The grass smelled fresh. Zura walked into the forest with her energy spear and didn't return for hours. Liam worried a little. Then she came back, holding something. A metal ring, smooth, polished, with her family symbol etched on one side and Liam's initials on the other. "I made this," she said. "For you." He took it, stunned. "It's beautiful. It is not a human ring, but it is a symbol. I wish to share it." Liam looked at her. "Zura, are you sure?" "Yes. I do not want to return to the stars. I want to stay here with you." Liam smiled. "Then maybe we should make our own rules, a mix of your culture and mine." "I would like that," she said. That evening, the settlers visited Liam's home. They brought vegetables, music, and old speakers. It was time for the weekly colony gathering. Zura stood among them, tall and quiet. Some stared, unsure. Aliens were still rare on New Earth, but Liam stood beside her. "This is Zura," he said loudly. "She's a friend, a protector, and someone very important to me." The settlers nodded. Some smiled. One old man handed Zura a cup of tea and said, "Welcome." Zura raised the cup. "Thank you. Your ways are new but not unpleasant." That night, Liam and Zura danced under the stars, slowly, awkwardly, but together. She whispered, "This human world, it is small but full of heart." Liam whispered back, "And you are the strongest heart in it." Zura stood outside the workshop, spear in hand. The morning air was crisp and the sun had just risen. She stared at the quiet forest, listening. Her eyes were focused, her mind even more so. She had made her decision. Zura was a warrior of the Valeri Empire. She had fought pirates, trained with elite soldiers, and survived battles in deep space. But none of that made her feel as nervous as she felt now, living with Liam. He confused her. He made her feel soft inside, but not weak. He made her smile without reason. Her training had not prepared her for this kind of battle. The battle of the heart. Today, she would do something no Valeri had done before. She would try to win a human's love. Inside, Liam was trying to fix a damaged water pump. His hands were covered in grease, and he kept mumbling to himself. "This valve's too old. Need to replace it with the spare from the back shelf." Zura entered silently and stood over him. Liam looked up, wiping sweat from his forehead. "You look serious," he said. "Something wrong?" "I wish to prove myself to you," Zura said. Liam blinked. Prove what?" "In my world, we show our desire to bond by completing 3 tasks. 1. Show our strength. 2. Show our loyalty. 3. Earn the respect of the chosen mate's people." Liam laughed lightly. "That sounds intense." Zura nodded. "It is. But I will do it. For you." Liam stood and walked closer. "Zura, you don't need to do all that. You've already done so much." "But I want to," she said firmly. "Your human ways value time and emotion. My ways value action. Let me show you I am worthy, both as a warrior and as someone who feels deeply." Liam looked into her eyes. They weren't cold like when they first met. They were warm now, strong but gentle. "All right," he said. "If it means something to you, then I'll support it. Just don't hurt yourself." "I will not," Zura said, "but others might try." The first task, show of strength. Zura didn't wait. That afternoon, she went into the forest where settlers had reported wild beasts attacking livestock. She tracked the creatures for hours, moving silently between trees and rocks. Finally, she found the source, a pair of huge horned predators called Orcs beasts. They were fast, armored, and dangerous. Zura raised her energy spear and stood her ground. The beasts charged. Zura dodged left, flipped over a fallen log, and struck with precision. Her spear hit the weak points in their armor. The battle lasted 10 minutes, but to Zura, it felt like seconds. When she returned to the colony, she dragged both beasts behind her. The settlers gasped. "You took down 2 Orcs beasts alone?" She nodded. "For Liam?" Liam stood nearby, speechless. Zura dropped the spear and said, "Strength is shown. 1 task complete." Liam shook his head. "You're amazing, you know that?" Zura allowed. Herself a small smile. The second task. Show of loyalty, Liam's hoverbike had broken again, this time far from the colony, near the rocky edge of the northern cliffs. He had gone to collect rare crystals used in energy cells, and now he was stuck. Zura noticed he was late returning. She checked his last location signal and grabbed her gear. When she found him, night was falling, and wild winds howled through the cliffs. "Liam!" she shouted. He turned, surprised and cold. "Zura? You came all this way?" "You were late. I feared danger." "I'm fine. Bike's not. But it's okay. I can walk." Zura lifted him up onto her back before he could finish. "You saved me once. Now I return the favor." She walked 5 miles through the dark, carrying Liam without complaint. When they reached home, she set him down gently and said, "Loyalty is shown. Second task complete." Liam looked at her, his voice low. "Zura, you didn't need to do that. But I wanted to," she said softly. "You matter to me." The third task. Win the people's respect. This was the hardest one. Zura knew the settlers still saw her as the alien. Some were friendly, but others were cautious. Humans feared what they didn't know, so she spent days helping them without being asked. She fixed fences. She repaired broken machines. She watched over children when their parents were busy. She hunted food and shared it with all. She also saved one settler from a falling tree, using her strength to hold the heavy trunk long enough for the man to escape. After that, people started calling her Protector Zura. One evening, the settlers gathered for a meeting. An elder named Mr. Halden stood up and said, "We humans don't always trust easily, but this woman, this warrior, has done more for us in a few weeks than some do in years." The people clapped. Some even cheered. Liam smiled at her. "Looks like you passed the third task." Zura turned toward the crowd and bowed. "Thank you. I only wish to stand beside Liam as his equal." A woman from the crowd said loudly, "You already do, dear." Everyone laughed. That night, Liam and Zura sat on the roof, watching the stars. "Why did you do all this?" Liam asked. "I had to know if I was worthy," she replied. "You didn't need to fight monsters or carry me through a storm," he said. "You were worthy the moment you stayed by my side during my illness. The moment you learned to laugh at burnt cookies." Zura chuckled. "They were hard as stone." "Yes," Liam said, "but still better than my mom's." They both laughed. Then, Zura grew quiet. She reached into her armor pocket and pulled out the ring she had made. "I still carry it. For you." Liam took the ring and held it tightly. "You know," he said, "human or not, you might be the best person I've ever met." Then, "Is it time?" she asked. Liam looked at her, heart full. "Yes," he said. "Let's write our own story." The sun had barely risen when a deep humming filled the sky above New Earth. Liam stepped out of the workshop, rubbing his eyes. Birds scattered from the trees. The sound grew louder, steady, heavy, and sharp. Then he saw it, a large black ship, hovered above the forest. Its smooth surface glowed with purple lights. It had no wings, no engines, just silent power. Slowly it began to land in the open valley near the colony. Zura came out behind Liam, her eyes wide. "It's a Volari cruiser," she said. "Yours?" Liam asked. Zura gave a slow nod. "Yes, they've come for me." The ship settled with a deep thud. A wide ramp opened, and armored Volari soldiers marched down. Their silver armor shone in the morning light. They looked strong, cold, and serious. At the front of the group was a tall man with sharp eyes and scars down his face. His cape blew in the wind. Zura stiffened. "That's General Vezan, my father." Liam glanced at her. "You never told me your father was a general." "I did not think he would ever come here," Zura said. As the Volari soldiers approached, the settlers gathered at a distance, watching with nervous eyes. Some held tools like weapons, just in case. The general stopped. In front of Zura, he looked at her with a hard expression. "You live," he said. "I do," Zura answered. "You disappeared. We searched for weeks. I was injured. This human saved me." Vezan turned to Liam, eyes narrowing. "You are the one." Liam stood tall, but his heart beat fast. "I'm Liam. Yes, I helped her. You are no warrior, no Volari. Why would you risk your life for my daughter?" Liam didn't blink. "Because she needed help, and because I care about her." The soldiers muttered quietly. Vezan's face darkened. "She is a warrior of high rank. Your care is not required." Zura stepped forward. "But it is accepted. I choose him." Her father stared at her. "What did you say?" "I choose Liam. I wish to bond with him. I have followed all traditions. I completed the 3 tasks." Vezan raised his voice. "You would shame our people by joining with a soft earth dweller?" Zura's voice did not shake. "He is not soft. He is brave, loyal, and kind. He saved my life and my spirit." Liam felt overwhelmed. The Volari looked like they were ready to attack. But Zura stood between him and the soldiers like a wall of steel. Vezan stepped closer to her. "You still follow old customs. You want him to face the trial?" Zura nodded. "If you must challenge it, then yes. Let the trial decide." "What? Trial?" Liam whispered. Zura turned to him. "It's an old rule. If a Volari warrior wants to bond with someone outside our kind, the chosen mate must pass a test." "What kind of test?" he asked. Zora looked at him carefully. Not of strength, of heart, of wisdom. It is a trial of spirit. Liam took a deep breath. Okay, I'll do it. You don't have to, she began. I want to, he said. For you. Vezon narrowed his eyes. Very well. The trial begins tomorrow. That night, Liam sat by the fire, nervous but calm. Zora sat beside him, sharpening her spear. You don't have to prove anything, she said. I want to, he replied. Your people think I'm nothing. I want to show them who I really am. You already did that for me. He looked into her eyes. Then I'll do it again. For both of us. Zora reached into her pouch and gave him a small metal token. This belonged to my mother. She passed the trial, too. Keep it close. Liam held the token tightly. I won't let you. Down, he said. The next morning, the settlers, Valari soldiers, and Zora all stood around a clearing in the forest. A circle had been drawn in the ground with glowing dust. Liam stood in the center. Vezon spoke. 3 tasks. You will not be told what they are. You must use only your mind, your courage, and your heart. No weapons. Liam nodded. The first task began. A Valari stepped forward with a metal box. Inside was a broken device. Fix this, he said. You have 10 minutes. Liam opened it. It was alien tech, but he had studied similar designs when fixing Zora's ship. He worked fast, using only basic tools. The wires were strange, the power flow unstable, but his hands were steady. In 8 minutes, the device lit up with a soft hum. The crowd murmured. The second task began. Another Valari stepped into the circle. You must cross the fire path. Barefoot. If you stop, you fail. The fire path was short, but hot coals lined it. Liam took off his boots and looked at Zora. She gave him a strong nod. He stepped onto the coals. Pain shot through his feet, but he didn't stop. He kept walking, step by step, slow but steady. His jaw clenched, but he did not fall. When he stepped off, the crowd was silent. Even Vezon raised an eyebrow. The third task began. A Valari elder spoke. Final task. You must speak from your soul. Tell us why you deserve our warrior's heart. Liam took a breath. I don't have your strength, he said. I'm not a soldier. I don't come from a royal line. But I have something else. I fix things. I protect people. I don't run away from pain. Zora didn't just survive on this planet. She found a new way to live. And I want to live that way, too. With her. Together. He looked at Zora. She taught me to be brave again. I want to give her a home, a heart, and a future. Silence followed. Then the elder said, The trial is past. The Valari soldiers bowed their heads slightly. Zora walked into the circle and stood before Liam. You were never weak, she said. You were always more than they could see. He smiled. Does this mean I passed your father's test? Zora turned to her father. Vezon stepped forward, quiet. He looked at Liam. You are still strange, he said. But you have earned her. Then he turned to Zora. Make your own path. She nodded. I already have. That evening, the sun set in golden light. A fire was lit, and both humans and Valari gathered together. Music played, earth tunes and Valari drums. Laughter filled the air. Liam and Zora stood side by side as 2 cultures watched them. The bonding ceremony was short, a mix of earth tradition and Valari honor. Zora placed the ring she had made on Liam's finger. He gave her a small chain with a glowing stone from his workshop. They held hands, different in shape and color, but equal in strength. Zora whispered, I once thought bonding was duty, but with you, it is joy. Liam whispered back, You made me whole again. The day after the bonding ceremony, New Earth felt different. The sun rose bright over the small colony. Birds sang loudly in the trees, and a soft breeze stirred the grass. Liam and Zura stood together on the porch of their home. The ring on Liam's finger shone softly in the sunlight. The glowing stone around Zura's neck pulsed gently, a reminder of their promise. The settlers came by one after another, offering gifts, smiles, and words of welcome. "You two are something special," said old Mrs. Jenkins, handing Zura a basket of fresh fruit. "I never thought I'd see a Valari and a human live like this." Zura smiled, soft and happy. "We are proof that strength and kindness can build new paths." Liam nodded. "Love does that." But not everyone was happy. Far away, deep in Valari space, a message arrived. General Vezon's superior, the High Commander, listened carefully. "Your daughter has bonded with a human," he said, voice cold and hard. "This is unacceptable. She dishonors the Valari Empire." Vezon lowered his head, feeling the weight of old laws pressing on him. "But she passed the trial," Vezon answered, "and she has chosen her own path. Your loyalty is questioned. You will bring her back for judgment." Back on New Earth, Liam and Zura were unaware of the danger coming. They spent days working side by side. Liam taught Zura how to repair human machines. She taught him Valari combat techniques. Together, they planned to build a future where humans and Valari could live in peace. One evening, as the stars glittered overhead, Zura looked at Liam. "Do you think my people will ever accept us?" she asked quietly. "I don't know," Liam said. "But we've already changed one mind, that of your father." Zura smiled. "One step at a time." Suddenly, the peaceful night was broken by alarms. Red lights flashed across the colony. "Warning! Incoming Valari patrol ships!" A voice echoed. Liam and Zura rushed outside. 3 sleek black ships hovered above, weapons ready. The settlers grabbed their tools, ready to defend their home. Liam took Zura's hand. "We'll face this together." Zura nodded, spear in hand. The first Valari patrol ships landed. Soldiers in silver armor stepped out, led by Commander Rel. "We have orders from the High Commander," Rel said coldly. "You must come with us. The bond is illegal." Liam stepped forward. "Zura is free to choose who she bonds with." Rel sneered. "Freedom means nothing to the Empire." Zura stood tall. "Then you must fight for what you believe." The battle began. Liam used his engineering skills to set traps and create shields from scrap metal. Zura fought fiercely with her spear, protecting the settlers and Liam. The settlers, inspired by their courage, joined the fight with tools and machines. The Valari patrol was strong, but not prepared for the unity of humans and their new ally. After hours of fighting, the Valari soldiers retreated. Exhausted but victorious, Liam and Zura stood among their people. "We have shown that love is stronger than old laws," Liam said. Zura nodded. "Our bond is a new beginning." The settlers cheered. Days later, a message came from Valari space. General Vezon had convinced the High Commander to reconsider. "Zura and Liam's bond shows the future," the message said. "We will send ambassadors to learn from Earth and New Earth." Zura smiled at Liam. "The galaxy is watching now." Liam squeezed her hand. "And together, we will show them the way." The story ended with hope. 2 different worlds, joined by love and respect, a warrior and a mechanic, building peace across the stars.